They are considered one of the most battle-hardened armies in the world. For decades, Filipino soldiers have been fighting in wars waged against communist insurgents and Muslim rebels within the country. And they're hoping to be able to use that experience in their next missions, working as peacekeepers for the United Nations in several conflict zones all over the world.
In Golan Heights, we deployed our peacekeepers coming from the Philippine Army, in Liberia coming from the Philippine Air Force, and in Haiti coming from the Philippine Navy.
My motivation on this is to gain experience, and most of all, that is our commitment to the United Nations, being a peacekeepers.
And being assigned as a UN peacekeeper brings more than just prestige. For many of them, it's also the compensation that goes with it. They earn an additional $900 a month. That's more than double of what they'll ever make as soldiers back home. The Philippine government called it the greatest escape pulled by its troops. Refusing to surrender, Filipino troops eluded the rebels by crawling in darkness in the Golan Heights in war-torn Syria last week. That happened after a 7-hour firefight against the Syrian rebels that included members of the Al-Qaeda affiliate in Syria, the Al-Nusra Front. It was a standoff that took several days. But the United Nations Disengagement Observer Force says the actions of the Filipino troops were unprofessional, saying it endangered the lives of Fijian peacekeepers earlier abducted by the rebels.
Before a UN peacekeeping mission is established, several conditions are required, and one of these is the parties to the conflict must ensure the safety and security of the peacekeepers on the ground. At this point in time, I don't think that is the case.
He saw how the situation has deteriorated over the last few years and says his government has sacrificed enough. The Philippines has been sending peacekeepers to Golan Heights since 2009. More than 300 of them are still on assignment there. They're scheduled to come home in October, and according to President Aquino, they will no longer be replaced. Instead, the Philippines will maintain a battalion of troops as a standby force to the UN, which may mean these soldiers won't be seeing any action on the front lines anytime soon. Jamela, Alindogan, Jazeera, Manila.